everybody, and welcome to video 4 in our Books and Butterflies series. Now, when we left off, we had built the cover and we had built our base for one of the sections, and we had done page 1. We're kind of behind, but that's all right because I'm the boss and I can make as many videos as I want. So while we were off camera, I added the word beautiful with some kind of cheesecloth gauzy stuff behind it. I made the card and the paper says book. Get back in there. And then we had the writing paper, and we had this paper. We put the acetate pocket on, and I made the card to go in there off camera. Okay? And it's got a book and the same plant, but it's not the same picture, obviously, because it didn't have the butterflies all the way up it. If I thought about it, I could have just printed another one of the same one and put it in there and had the writing card part on the back. Yeah, but this way you can write on both sides. Okay, so now you can see there's magnets on here. I was looking at this front page and it was just flying up, and I could not figure out. I thought, well, I'll put a magnet behind it and then put a magnet back here on page 4. Or, no, here. I'll put a magnet here, and that will hold it down. That didn't work at all. Just that one magnet did not hold it down at all. So what I did was I decided that I needed more magnets. So I put 2 magnets on, and that just made this part stick up. It held this flap down, but it made this part stick up. So then I had to put a 3rd magnet on to hold the whole thing together, and I had to put them all the way back here. Okay? So now we're going to work on page 2, but all these 3 magnets go to the front, which is page 5. So now here, I had gotten out this cream colored paper, but I don't think we're going to need it. Let me set it to the side. It's fairly simple. I cut the page down. Remember, each one gets smaller. So I cut the page down and I inked it. Or the paper down. And I inked it. Then, let me take this off too. Then these are going to be 2 flip out cards. And we're going to put magnets on them, but we're going to open them this way. So the magnets will be on this side. No. I figured out a way to do it. Never mind. I take that back. They're going to open this way. But I'm going to flip a magnet around so that I can use this side of the magnet to attach to the flap, and use this side, the back side of the magnet, which is really what's holding this. Okay, so we'll figure it out. So we've got our paper, and what we want to do to figure out the magnets is easy. It's easy. We just stick 2 magnets on here. Okay, and then that way we know, well, let's see, how do I know to get the magnet in the right place on the flip out? Because those look awfully far apart. Maybe I'll just have them open this way like I originally planned. Because see, that sticks, and then I was going to mark this. Because the magnets aren't going to be in the right place. Okay, let me rethink that for just 1 second. Okay, if we put the paper on here. Yeah, I wanted them to open this way anyway because I wanted to have the books along here, have them open this way. And then we're going to put some pockets on the back of here, which I forgot to get paper for. Let me see what we've got. What have we got in scraps? We've got the book. We could use that. What is this? Things keep coming off of this. Pretty soon it's not going to be anything left. We use this for the pockets. Then when you open it up, it would match the card. You know I'm just too matchy-matchy, aren't I? Okay, what's on the back of this? The same thing. Okay, so then, let me see real quick. The butterflies on the front are blue and purple. Of course they are, because I'm going to end up printing more of these collage pages, I know. Because there aren't that many of them. There's more in this kit, this Books and Butterflies kit, that are, I could use this one. I don't really like it with that. Okay, we'll use this one as the pockets. We'll cut it up. Okay, so now this, we're going to cut it in half through the middle of here. And then we're going to, first we're going to score it. That's what we're going to do. We're going to score it on this side, because remember this page is narrower. So we've got enough room. No, I want to score it on the side without the butterflies and the flowers. I don't want to fold those under. That would be all right. See, I thought I had this thought through, but apparently I didn't. Okay, we'll score it. At 1/4 inch. Let's go 3/8. So we don't need a full half. 1/4 seemed awful skinny. Okay, now that I've got it scored so that we know they're scored in the exact same spot, then I'm going to cut it in half. I'm going to fold it in half, and then I'm going to make a pinch, and then I'm going to use my pencil and make a little line where the crease is, and then that's where I cut it. That's how I did it when I cut all the pages in half. Because remember, they're all off sizes. Because we cut the border off. Okay. So then we're going to ink them front and back. My rings are falling off. My hands have shrunk down. They're so cold. I had my hand warmers on and my sleeves down. And then I thought, well, can't work like that. My sleeves are big on this shirt, big around. And they just get caught on everything when you try to use the paper trimmer. They drag through the glue. All that good stuff. I don't know why I did that. So anyway, the lawn guy comes today, and they're just blowing the leaves and weed whacking because it's that time of year. The grass isn't really growing, even though it rains like crazy. They don't mow. And so my dog, Oz, as you guys know, Oz, is terrified. The guys come up on the porch with the blower to blow the leaves off the porch. Really, all they do is blow them into the corner of my porch where the wall is. But, and then all over my chair and get my cushions all dirty, which I'm not even sure how the leaves and the dirt get blown up on the chair. That's a whole nother story. And how hard would it be to blow them off, you know? Anyway, they probably blow my plants over. All right, I'm done griping. Okay, so they come along, and I heard them coming, so I went in to get Oz, and the little stinker growled at me. I mean, really, seriously, he growled at me. And then I went to pick him up, and he growled at me sideways, and his hair all stood up. And I thought, you just go ahead. You just go ahead and try to nip me and see what happens, because I would have bit him back, not with my teeth. You know, you put your lips over your teeth, and it's like gumming, you know. But I don't deal with that. I'm the alpha around here, and he is the beta. I do not. If he doesn't want me to pick him up, that's just too bad. I don't hurt him or anything. I'm trying to love on him and get him away from what he's scared of. You know, he was just scared. So I just picked him up and gave him a hug and gave him a kiss and told him it was all right. We're going to get away from the bad lawn care guys. It was just kind of funny, though. I was like, what? I don't think you're going to bite me. Just do not think that is going to happen. So we're going to glue these on here, and then we're going to make the magnets match. That's just all there is to it. See if that's even possible. It might be possible. Sure it is. Okay, good plan. It's my story and I'm sticking to it. So we've got this little bit of an area that you can see, and then when you open it up, you've got the books and you've got the writing area. You've got two writing areas here, and then we're going to put pockets on the back with cards. Okay? So let's glue these on. Yeah, see, 3/8 is plenty. Don't need a full half. All I gotta do is line these two up. Whoops. And then I pulled it all out of place. Okay, so we got that like that. So now we're going to take our magnets. We want to know which way up to glue the magnets. So, oops, I had one laying on there still. All right. So we want this side to go towards the paper. That way we know that other side is going to be facing down and hit the magnets. Now the trick is, how are we going to figure out where to put the magnets on the cards? Alright, this is how we're going to do it. We're going to make a pencil mark right there. And then another pencil mark. This one's up a little high, right here. Then we're going to take the magnets. I'm going to get a piece of tape. Put the sticky side up. Put the magnet that you want to use here on the dot. You see where it's stuck? Then flip this over and rub the tape with your finger. And then the magnet is here. And then erase the dot. Did you guys get that? Let's do it one more time. We put the dot over where the magnet is underneath the paper. You can feel it. All right, put the dot there. And you put the tape, sticky side up. Whoops, that's a lot of tape. The tape, sticky side up. And put the magnet so that it attaches, which was with this side up. Then you flip the paper over. You don't have to mark it here because you've got the tape that's going to stick to the bottom of here. And then you just rub it. And then you open it, the magnet, stick it down the rest of the way, then erase the dot. Okay, now we're dotless. Now our magnets are where we need them to be. And all we have to do now is put pockets over them. So let's decide. We'll say our pockets need to go, the paper needs to go this way. So let's make our pockets the same height. So why don't we just cut off a set amount, like 2 inches or 3 inches, or that's 2 1/4. Let's do 2 1/4. Okay. Now remember, these should be the length of the page, but it does not appear that they are. How bizarre. How bizarre is that? We just cut a page in half now, didn't we? Oh, because it's on the 8.5 by 11 full page. Okay. Let's cut the end off that's got the little bit of white, and we'll put it back on straight when we get done cutting it. It should be 1/8 of an inch or so. I'm looking right at it and I can't even see the bottom of the page. Why don't I do it this way? Well, if I took this out, it'd be a lot easier, wouldn't it? Okay, so we turned it back right side up. Cut it in half right there. Okay. And glue them on. It will look like one paper as well. I hope we don't have trouble with them rubbing together. I should have put the tape the other way. This ring never used to be this big on me. You know what I mean? This long. My leaves are taken over. All right. And then I'll make cards for them off camera. And I have a butterfly stamp as well, a long one that we can use. And these four. I'm pretty sure this butterfly one is the one that we would use. I think I'm just going to leave all of them out of the wrapper. There's no reason to put them in the wrapper. Okay, now let's see. Okay, so I'll stamp that on there. And we'll find some ephemera that fits in there. Or I'll make 2 cards. But I'll try to find ephemera because I have a bad habit of making cards and then going back and discovering there's ephemera that I could have used. Glue on me. Okay, so I'll use that stamp on there. Okay, and then we'll glue this onto the page in the book. Just make sure we keep our magnets lined up. They should slide right into the right spot. Because the magnets will kind of pull it to where it needs to go. And I'm liking the blue-gray. And the magnets have a little bit of play because you've got the whole width of the magnet to move. So there we go. And I've got this box of butterflies, but I'm not going to put them on there now because they're plain. You know what I mean? They're not glossy or anything. So I'm going to, I bought some high gloss spray paint, and I'm going to try that. But I have a feeling it's just going to soak into the paper. So I'm just going to try it on one or two butterflies. If that doesn't work, then I'm going to sit and paint glossy accents. Or maybe I'll use the paintbrush and use triple thick on it. Triple thick comes in a jar and you just paint it on. And it gives it a sheen, but not a thickness to it like Glossy Accents does. However, Glossy Accents will wrinkle the paper because it's water-based. Alright? So I'm just going to have to wait and see. I'm going to wait until Monday. Today's Friday. Monday this will come in and we'll see. Let's see how it goes. I got a bunch of stuff out now. I got stamps, I got triple thick, got butterflies. Okay, so we're going to go on. We're going to do page 3. 3's easy, she says confidently. Okay, this is page 3. Oh, wait a minute. Does this look just like the other one? Oh, no. I just remember seeing this one, that's all. Okay, so we'll go back. Remember, it's going to get thicker and thicker. We're going to have a thing and tie it anyway, but I just didn't want this one to stand straight up. But we're going to have thickness, and we'll have to tie it down. We'll have to put a ribbon. See, I put ribbon. We'll have to put a ribbon around it and tie it or something to hold this down, especially after we do page 5. So let's do 3. So we're going to have to cut the paper down. So let's measure that. Why does this seem so short? Because it is. It's like 1/8 of an inch short. Darn it. Need one with a picture up the right side. Not that one. This one will work. This one will work better. We're just going to cover this butterfly, I guess. That's so weird. Okay. Alright, so we need to cut this off here. I dropped my pencil and broke my lead. Wild and loose with my pencil. Okay. My parcel's right side up. That's my setup. Why did the butterflies look upside down? They do, because the plant, it is this way. I didn't want to put anything else in the center. Well, we'll just put a paper clip on this and mark it as trimmed. So I was holding the paper upside down, so I'm just going to go back to this one. Everything is dinging. All my ALEXAS, I'm not expecting a shipment, so that must not be it. There must be some sort of a wind advisory or something for today that it's notifying me of. So yeah, this time of year, which is November. Yes, I know, November, and you're watching this over Christmas. I get ideas, so I have to make the video. This is how we know that fall is turning into winter, because we have windstorms. And then the wind changes direction. So the wind comes from the northwest. So we get nor'westers instead of nor'easters, like they do on the East Coast. Okay, now what I want to do, what I really want to do is I'm going to make a side tuck for this side, but it's going to be wide. And we're going to put a window in it. Yes, we are. So let's cut this. Well, let's get this out. I didn't think I closed it, but I guess I did. I wonder if I can use this one. Okay. Let's do the... Oh, because this page is directional. I was like, why am I not just doing it by cutting it in half? But that won't work for this one. But I will cut the width first to give me this nice long piece, and then I'll cut the height off the bottom and give me that other piece that'll be good for a pocket somewhere. So we're basically making this the size of the page. Excuse me. I think I just belched. Too much pop. And then we're going to cut it here. That should be fine. Okay, then we're just going to cut a window in it. And this one will be easier because we'll be looking right at where we want to cut the thing. It's not like sliding it inside of an envelope. Now, we do want top to bottom approximately the right spot. It's low. And now we have this really cool card. I love my Big Shot. I love using die. More for cutting out than for die cuts, though. Oddly enough. And I have a ton. One of these days I'll show them to you. Okay, let's ink this up. Oh, for goodness sake. Of course, I had the volume up all the way on my phone. I forgot to leave it in the living room. I'm sorry. So if there's one of those, there's probably going to be 10 more. Once somebody says something, you know, everybody's got to jump in. Should have inked the outside of this before I cut the hole. I say that every time, don't I? I think I do, with the CDs, CD covers. And then I'm going to need a piece of acetate, which I'll need a new one. We used that other one all up. Oh, that other one was just a scrap. Now remember, we're going to be sliding things in and out. So even though the window is here, right, we can't have the edges to where something's going to catch on the way in. So on this side at least, the plastic or the acetate needs to come right up to the edge. Okay? I don't think top and bottom it's going to matter. I think we should be able to cut it out. Get a piece of acetate. I just kicked the board under my table. Why is there a board under my table, you may ask? Well, that white board, or the white piece of wood that I use, oops, I grabbed two pieces, that I use when I take pictures. And it just happens to fit right under my desk. right where my feet are. There, I go back on my stool again. Up and down and up and down and up and down. But it really won't hurt anything if we just cover it. That way we'll be sure that it's not going to catch. There's our good scrap. I had to move that board. It's a square. Let's save that just in case. You never know when I might want a square. Okay, so now let's just put glue all the way around the paper. This is what we would do if this was a belly band as well. We would have to put it over the whole thing so that whatever's going in and out. Oh, what a bummer. I can fit it where you can't see it. Okay. Can't believe I did that. I dragged the glue right under the acetate because guess what? I didn't see the acetate. But it's up in this corner. Very staticky. So that worked out. So now we'll glue this on 3 sides. Let's make sure we got the books and the butterflies right side up. Okay. And that'll be a long pocket instead of a tuck. I'm sorry, I meant pocket. With a window in it. Well, it looks like the acetate's a little crooked. Get just a little bit of fabric tack on there. Sometimes you can scrape it off with your finger, which is what I just did. just the way I don't like to cut. See? That's all the bigger it was. You probably can't even see it on camera. It's about the width of a hair, a little bit wider than a hair. But it was making me crazy. And then I'll put something down here. We'll put something down here. One of those glossy butterflies when I get them. And a word with some stuff behind it. So I got out a whole pile of the stuff. Okay, we'll put this in the book. I thought we were going to be able to get one more done. Let's see what the plan was for that page. Oh, that means the card has to come in and out. Well, it's all right. Because this is going to lay flat. Yep, all of these are the same height. They just somehow, apparently I should have cut a little bit off the paper. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so we've got that. And, oh, yeah, we can do this. Okay, so we're going to take this one and cut it to size. I cut most of our butterfly off. I've already cut this one down. Yep, this one will work fine. Okay. Just cut it down a little bit more so that it fits. And then we'll ink it. Yeah, we'll definitely get this one done. So we're just going to put an acetate belly band on it. This stuff didn't go everywhere. We could make a belly band with that stuff on it. You know, an acetate belly band and then glue that stuff on it. But it'd be way too thick. And then I will have to make a card for this. And get our scrap piece. And let's do the length, and then I will just decide how wide I want it to be. Okay, and then because this is narrow, so it's going to be in the center. So we got some on this side, some on that side. I'm thinking 2 inches. Oh, I forgot to cut the width. I was wondering why I only had 1 scrap. I love using acetate, in case you couldn't tell. And then I'll find a real pretty card to put on there. So all we have to do is, did I ink that? Yes, I did. Did you see me flip it over again like there was a front side and a back side? It's so staticky. An eyelash of all things. Which side is the glue on? Okay, so there's the acetate belly band. That's all we need to do. I knew there was a reason I knew that we could get all 3 of those pages done. And then number 5 is going to be fun. Number 5 is going to take a I believe probably close to a whole video. Because you know the top paper can't just be a top paper. No. That's my evil laugh. I have evil plans. So I had to glue something over all these magnets. So I figured something easy. It's a little crooked. Which probably doesn't matter on an acetate belly band, but it matters to me. Okay, so we have got this done. except for the cards. Well, we only have 4 minutes left. All right, so we've got this done. I'm going to stamp this and then turn that over. And we got this acetate side pocket done, and then we got an acetate belly band done. Or not an acetate side pocket, but a side pocket with a window. Okay, so that's it for this video. We got 3 pages done, and I will see you in the next video, and that will be just a second for you and a day for me. Okay, bye-bye.